What's up, Uncharted community, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, as you will see in the thumbnail and title of today's video, we'll be having a look at my classics collection from 1910 to 1960s. I've not got any 1920s. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're going to start off with Charlie Chaplin, the Champion. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Charlie Chaplin, the Ring. Here's the back. Here's the disc. And Charlie Chaplin, the Fireman. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Now moving on to our 1930s. We got Scarface. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Alfred Hitchcock's The 39 Steps. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Family favorites, including Heidi and Curly Top. Here's the back. Here's Heidi and Curly Top. A Day at the Races. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Gone with the Wind, 70th Anniversary Edition. Here's the back. Here's disc 1 and disc 2. Now moving on to our 1940s. We got The Mark of Zorro. Here's the back. Here's the disc. 2-movie collection on Blu-ray, which includes Bambi 1 and 2. Here's the back. Here's Bambi 1 on Blu-ray and DVD, and Bambi 2 on Blu-ray and DVD. They were expendable. Yep. Here's the back. Here's the disc. DOA, Dead on Arrival. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Now we're moving on to our 1950s. We got Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train. Here's the back. Here's disc 1 and disc 2. Beat the Devil. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Boy on a Dolphin. Here's the back. Here's the disc. South Pacific. Here's the back. Here's the disc. The Big Country. Here's the back. Here's the disc. And North by Northwest, Alfred Hitchcock's 50th Anniversary Edition with a slipcover. Here's the back. Here's disc 1 and disc 2. Now moving on to our 1960s. We got West Side Story. Here's the back. Here's the disc. El Cid. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Dr. No. Here's the back. Here's the disc. The Pink Panther. Here's the back. Here's the disc. From Russia with Love. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Three golden classic movies, including Charade, the original Fast and Furious, and The Hideaways. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Goldfinger. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Moritori. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Thunderball. Here's the back. Here's the disc. 1,000,000 years BC. Here's the back. Here's the disc. And the good, the bad, and the ugly. Here's the back. Here's the disc. Now moving on to box sets. We got Classic Horror Collection, including 8 movies. Here's the back. Here we got Volume 1 with Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, Mania, and House on Haunted Hill. Here's the back. Here we got Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, Mania, and House on Haunted Hill. And Volume 2 with The Last Man on Earth, Night of the Living Dead, Theatre of Blood, and Horror Hotel. Here's the back. Here we've got The Last Man on Earth, Night of the Living Dead, Theatre of Blood, and Horror Hotel. And we've got 10 movie value pack of Hollywood leading men. With here's the back. Here we got disc 1 with Green Glove, Mr. Arkadin, and First American Teenager. Disc 2, we've got The Man with the Golden Arm and Big Wheel. Disc 3, we've got Arc of Triumph, Big Trees, and Vengeance Valley. And disc 4, The Entertainer and Gold. Also the cover's kind of coming out. And to end of this video, we've got Bond 50, the entire collection. Here's the back. All the discs. So we got Dr. No from Rush with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, A View to Kill, The Living Daylights, License to Kill, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, Die Another Day, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and Skyfall. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. And if you have any recommendations on videos you'd like me to do, please comment down below. I am thinking about doing review videos. So, see you guys in the next video. Peace.